You can tell them this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm in my own lane. There ain't nothing else to explain. This is ready or not. This is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Get it all in the frame. They ain't telling we ain't the same. This is. Look, it's that time again. Hey, you on my mind again. World class international. Tell 'em meet me in Nashville. And it's not up for discussion, just a lot of walking buckets. One player get that medal. 4 weeks, it's all or nothing. We made the rules how we play right now. Give me the ball in my hand right now. Tell 'em to keep it a band right now. I think we hot in demand right now. Yeah, rise to the challenge, never ran from them. The roster filled with champions. The music still can tell 'em this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
Welcome into Nashville. We are live with AU Pro Basketball. It's week 2, and today's matchup features the Rhythm versus the Glow. It's Education Day here in Nashville Municipal Auditorium, and if you can't tell, we've got 1,500 screaming kids in the building, so get ready. It's gonna be a loud one. I'm Anna Camden alongside Sid Colson and Kevin Barnett up in our booth. Today's matchup has 2 first-time captains, and to give you an inside look into both of those captains, we'll throw it up to the booth. Kevin?
Thanks, Anna, and welcome into our first of 2 brunch and ball games here. Kevin and Sid, looking forward to this one. We knew the rookies were going to make an impact. Players that are in their first season here in Season 5 Athletes Unlimited Basketball. Anissa Morrow did that right away, averaging almost a double-double.
Yeah, I think it was something that we both were not surprised by. It's fun to watch her. She's so intense. She's got such a ferociousness to her game, but she also has like composure to it, which I really enjoy watching. And it's not just her rebounding. It's her shot blocking, it's her defensive awareness, it's her ability to change the pace of a game. I'm just curious to see what she's going to do this week as captain.
Yeah, and always on the hustle as well, making plays all over the court. On the other side, a hyper-efficient Rebecca Gardner asserted herself in week number 1 as a part of the Eclipse as well. They dominated the leaderboard, went 3-0.
She's just such a poised veteran. When she comes in off the bench, Beck's been watching. She's going to come in and address anything that wasn't happening defensively, help change the pace and move the ball offensively. She's just a very unselfish player, and that was the identity of that whole Eclipse team in week 1, and I think that we'll see something similar from her team this week.
Gardner second on the leaderboard overall, shot a league-leading 74% as a guard.
That's so insane, but it makes sense. Like I said, she's very poised. She doesn't get rushed, and so the shots that she takes are usually good ones. They're usually uncontested, and she's just fun to watch for that reason.
The theme this week is former teammates matching up against each other as they have to captain their own squads. The Eclipse were so dominant last weekend, going 3-0 and piling up those leaderboard points, more than 1,000 for each one of them.
So insane, but we talked before, like just winning quarters and winning games helps you so much on the leaderboard, and you could just tell that Eclipse team in week 1, they were just having fun with it.
At one point, they had won 7 of 8 quarters. You're looking at Anisha Curry, first season for her as a coach, working with the Glow this week. Chaz Franklin on the other side, working with the Rhythm. Rhythm in blue, Glow in gray and orange, and we are underway. Natasha Mack, leading defensive presence in the league, wins the tip. Mack trying to feed inside. Right away to Odyssey Sims, who is a positive scoring machine, leading the league in points per game.
I was not expecting an Odyssey Sims post up first play of the game, I'll say that.
Odyssey getting in the lane. Directly for 3, no good that time from Morrow. Bell making what could be her first start. They run almost the same play to Sims.
Almost the same play. I mean, if it works once, you know, it's not broke, don't fix it. And I'm sure they were going to try to get like a different read if that option didn't work.
There is Chaz Franklin in his first season, head of player development for the Connecticut Sun last year. Similar role for Chicago years before. Brianna Traylor controlled the action. She had a beautiful week 1, kind of surprised a lot of people. We'll talk about the draft later. As that dribble drive is no good. Left hand. Sims in control in transition. Feeds it ahead. Contact, no call, but a bucket for Rebecca Gardner.
Good pass ahead and attack from Odyssey to Beck.
Morrow, face up, got it.
pretty little jumper.
As you get a look at our broadcast position here, high above on this early morning, 10:30 a.m. local start. Bell, first shot, goes off the back iron. Bell not afraid to launch from 3, had the second most attempts in week 1. Playing some defense here.
Good pass.
Yeah, nice back cut, and that'll result in a layup. Nice pickup by Ariel Powers, who gets the start here. First game of 3 on the weekend for these teams. Gardner feeds inside. Ashley Barker, contact off the window and good. Sarah Ashley Barker with the score, the Alabama native. Played Alabama and Georgia during her collegiate career.
Well, you know, usually in, speaking on that, love Sarah's game. She's so aggressive, so she just does a lot of things well. For a young player, it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, comes in averaging about 12 and 5. Sarah Ashley Barker. She's on the left wing right now, down in the corner. Sims with control, gives it to Gardner. That 3-guard starting lineup with Mack down low. Gardner is good again, this time from 3.
She is.
The efficiency continues.
It continues, man. Ariel sagged off of her to go help in the post. And
Bell's going to pick up the foul there on Morrow. So we'll look back on the very beginning here.
Just a great cut, good feed by Nalissa to Ariel backdoor. A lot of movement from both teams early.
Look at Ariel Powers. And the way to earn points here, you can get positive or negative points. Depends on what's happening. Each one of your actions as a player has an effect as Morrow scores the free throw there. And a free throw is worth +10. And then you also get negative points. Listen, you miss a free throw, -10. So this is straight up either plus or minus right now for Morrow.
Way more stressful than just a regular free throw in a game.
Yeah, can you think about it at all while you're playing? Should you?
No, you just got to play.
Okay. Yeah, we'll detail for you later why winning basketball still wins. That's what it's all about. That one poked away. Contact, so it will not be over a back violation. Sims going to push it this time. Draws a double team. Bell with a little bit of space. She'll go to the line. Kirsten Bell, averaging just over 10. Played at Ohio State and Florida Gulf Coast University, now in her 5th season. Now look at our leaderboard here. Caitlin Chen comes in at number 1. Rebecca Gardner, number 2. Interesting to see 2 guards leading 4 seasons. Just 1 guard has been victorious in Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season plays out to see if we can keep guards up top on the leaderboard. But it's usually like either very big guards or 4 players or 5 players that end up winning. So we'll see if it changes this season. I have a feeling that it might.
Okay, those negative points can certainly play a role. Going through last week, one of the things Rebecca Gardner did was excel at not turning the ball over. Just 5 turnovers in 3 games.
Oh, yeah, that's really impressive.
You look at Odyssey. Odyssey had 14. Caitlin Chen had 10.
Yeah, I think they probably both had a lot of assists, too, though, right?
They did. Trailer. Lefty three-pointer, and the crowd loves it. What better way to spend part of your school day here on a Wednesday than watching some pro basketball and having lunch? Bell is good, answering the call.
With the kiss to the bench again. That's been her thing every game.
Sims, good defense there on Cook. Zaya Cook got off to an incredible start. Increased her draft stock. Sims in transition. Gardner, corner 3. Got it again. She's 2 for 2.
That's a good pass, good shot.
16-10, early lead for Anisha Curry and her side. The point guard out of Palmdale has to be real pleased with her women in gray and orange.
And you know, as a coach, you're excited too, because Coach Eddie hadn't had a win. She didn't get a win in week 1 with Rhythm, so she's probably also, you know, she's waiting for her team to get one in the win color. People think it's just the players that get competitive here, but the coaches too.
There's a block from Melissa Smith, captain in week 1, AU champion a couple of seasons ago. Smith averaging 13, almost 14 and 10. Throwing in the block there. Ashley Barker softly off the iron.
a good move.
Feet inside. Post game taking shape here. Spin move. Excellent defense. Another block for Mack. Leading blocker. Had 5 on Saturday. Sims just watched everything open up in front of her. Parting the sea for Odyssey Sims.
Got to have a little more communication from Rhythm, I think.
20-10. The Glow with a perfect opening. Whether it be the post, defense, or the guards on offense, it's all coming up sunshine for the Glow early on a Wednesday. Athletes in the Minute Pro Basketball is sponsored by Concrete. Little walk along Broadway. It's a stone's throw from where we are in the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. It is 20-10. The Glow already with an advantage here in their first journey as a team after the draft. With more on that, here's Anna Camden.
Well, it's a new week, which means we've got some new draft strategy to break down. But first, I want to call out some leaderboard climbers. Natasha Mack jumped up 17 spots on that draft board, Saya Cook up 15, Asia Taylor up 14. But let's take a look at each captain's first 5 draft picks. Now, Anissa Murrow told me she did not want to have to teach heart, hustle, or IQ. So she drafted the first 5 players that she thought were going to give that to her. Whereas Rebecca Gardner drafted some stat sheet stuffers. That's a tongue twister. Odyssey Sims leads the league in points per game and is 3rd in assists per game. And her second pick, Natasha Mack, leads the league in both rebounds per game with 14 and blocks per game with 3.7. So one drafted the intangibles, one drafted some stat leaders. We'll see which one pays off here today.
Thanks, Anna. Interestingly enough, if you just add up the points per game from last week, Rhythm averaging 99.9 points per game. Glow, 87.7 points a game. But so far, it's been all Glow. They are plus 10. Kevin Barnett, Sid Colson up here in the booth. You just saw Anna Camden on the sideline. She's our eyes and ears down low. As Anissa Murrow tries to drive in, draws a lot of contact, but no call. Subs on the floor for both teams here. Out of the timeout, Grace Berger working the ball ahead. And McCannon also in. First shot is good. And that is
a good pull-up on Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mackenzie Forbes on the floor with Emma Cannon.
All right, so we got more X action again. The pass.
Well, took a lot of shots in warm-ups from there and hits her first one from the corner. That'll be a 3.
She said she told me she wanted to be on the wing more, playing some more 3. She feels like she can with this group.
Berger with just her 3rd shot of the entire league.
Yeah, Grace got to get some more shots up.
Yeah, you said she's been doing some work, right? And she gets the block there and contact called. But she's been doing some work with somebody during the week.
With Danielle Viglione, one of our player development coaches. And we were just talking about Grace. We were like, got to see what's going on with her game. I think it could be, maybe it's just like a little mental overthinking stuff right now. Because for her to only shoot 2 shots so far, it's not, that's unlike her. She's definitely a pass-first point guard. But she's good at, change of pace, getting to the basket, getting layups, mid-range. She'll knock down the open 3. So just want to see her be more aggressive and get more shots up for sure.
Did you talk to Danielle Viglione about Berger's game before you kidnapped her? Was that the ruse you used to take her away and stuff her in a closet somewhere here in the auditorium?
That wasn't me. That was me acting. Don't bring that up.
Oh, that didn't actually happen?
It never happened.
Here's Berger. Lexi Brown in. Good to see Lexi out there. Suffered an injury early in week 1. Was pretty limited here. She's been shooting from that spot quite a lot. First one no good.
That's a nice sequence right there, though.
So the Glow with a lot of subs in at the moment. The Rhythm with almost their entire starting lineup out there. Save for Brianna Turner, who's on the floor. And on the floor, I think that was her down. Oh, take that back. That was Asia Taylor on the ground who subbed in. Turner up high, number 9.
We were wondering how long until some people were on the floor. Okay. 4 minutes left. That's good.
Well, I wonder, so a 10:30 a.m. start, how do you manage that as a player as Traylor looks for some room? How do you change the rhythm of your day?
Well, I think you're still, like doing your normal routine to get there. If you're normally there 2 hours before, if you're there an hour and a half before, you still make sure to do that same kind of cadence.
What time do you get up?
I would think for a 10:30 game, like probably 7:30.
Oh, that sounds nice.
So that you're eating and stuff by 8 and getting up here by like 9, I would imagine they were. Maybe 8:45 for treatment. But in games like this, you're like, I don't know how it is in volleyball for you when you play, but whoever gets going first is usually the team that wins.
Oh, I can tell you how it is. We had to get up at 5 a.m. for a 10 a.m. match in Japan in the World Championships. That was the coach call. Get up at 5. That was a little bit rough. First of 2 is good, and we have an opportunity now to bring in Rebecca Gardner to the chair chat. Oh, never mind. She's going into the game. We thought we had her. Yeah. Little run here for the Rhythm. They've closed what was a 10-point lead down to 6. So the captain back to focusing on basketball. And we hope you are here on ESPN.
Well, at least she was willing to talk to us.
7-0 run the other direction after a 10-0 run that took us to a timeout for the Rhythm. Put in a number of substitute players who are paying off just a bit. Another 3-point attempt for Mackenzie Forbes, and put it on the board.
All right, Kinsey.
Taylor and Traylor working together. Here's Traylor. Little long. Cannon, rebound, Glower running. Cannon comes over, tries to slip to the basket. So up fake works, creating some space, and it's another score down low.
Good baseline drive by Dory.
Yeah, Dory Harrison with it. All right, we have Rebecca Harrison back now. You look like you were going in just a second ago. What was your thinking?
Oh, sorry, I didn't even hear you. What did you say?
Yeah, Rebecca, what was your thinking? You were about to go back into the game a second ago. Now you're back with us.
Well, yeah, we're just trying to manage. We know it's a full game, but also it's a quarter game, and we're focused on each quarter. So we didn't want to let it get too close.
No, Beck, we were like about to ask you a question and you were gone, but such a good start. No, you're good. Such a good start for you. Talk about your focus as a captain coming in and starting this game. What'd you want to do?
I mean, we wanted to come out with our with the pedal to the metal, start on the defensive end, and running transition. I feel like we did just that. And look, that's the same. Our defense creating offense. That's what our identity is. So we're doing a good job starting off like that.
Okay, if you gotta go, you can go. If you want to stay, you can stay.
Go ahead. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah. Is this what we can expect from y'all's team? It looks like a lot of sharing the ball.
Absolutely.
A lot of defense to offense. What'd you preach in the pregame talk?
Yeah, I mean, I just reiterated that sharing the ball is going to help us win, and there's a lot of players here who can do more than just score. So we're tapping into everybody's skills, including their scoring, and that contributes to the team win. So that's the plan.
Yeah. And you've been hyper efficient in week 1, shooting over 74%. That's continued here to the start. How are you approaching shot selection?
Well, I try to always take good shots, open shots, and read what the defense gives me. So, and I preach that to the girls too. So I feel like all together we're trying to take good shots, and doing that you are efficient.
I love that, Beck, and I know you said that you learned a lot from Alicia Clark in week 1 with her as captain, and it looks like you're off to a great start. So
thank you. Yeah. She showed me the ropes. She showed me how to do it. So
keep it up, girl.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, the Globe back on top. They poked that one out. Rhythm with a second chance opportunity. No good. Cannon tried to grab that board, had it poked away. It will be Globe ball. Anisha Curry has to be happy too. He was a coach trying to prepare this kind of sprint from the draft to putting together a team, to putting together a starting line. They're starting 4 guards on both sides.
And it's going well for him so far.
Lexi Brown finds Berger. Who finds the space to her left, and that's a nice confidence builder. All right, let's check in with Anna.
Well, Coach Chaz Franklin called that timeout. He felt like the game was getting out of control. And let me tell you, I'm fired up just listening to the timeout. He looked his team in the eye. He said, look at me. There's nothing I can draw on this board that's going to fix what's in here. And he pointed to his heart. He wants his team to have more heart, more hustle, which is what Aneesa Morrow drafted for. So we should look to see them pick up their pace, pick up their hustle and effort plays here in the remainder of this first quarter.
The Rhythm had talked about that's what they wanted, right? They drafted that kind of, those intangibles.
Yeah, that they were looking for, you know, Aneesa, well, Anna mentioned that Aneesa told her, and she also told me, like, it's important to not have to coach effort. Like, I want people, and that makes sense with the way that we see her play. She don't want to have to be begging people to play hard. Like, this is professional basketball. If you're not showing up to play, that's kind of crazy, but Chaz and Aneesa have an energy that's very infectious, and so I think if people aren't showing that out on the court, we won't see them out there for very long, especially with a 13-point deficit.
Yeah, they're going to fight an uphill battle here. Taylor gets 2. That'll help. She's averaging over 16 points a game. Good to see her back in action and available today.
For sure.
So Lexi Brown with the action, and her side leads 12. Berger, who found her way to the basket last time. This time will feed it for Cannon. A little lead-in 3 is good for 42.
What is Glow shooting from the field? I'm like, they're on a
76%. Looking like perhaps the most first quarter points by any team this season, as that will help on the other side. Zaya Cook with the bucket.
Very good look by Zaya. They went under. She shot behind the screen. Good to see her just continuing to play aggressively and confidently.
Harrison doesn't hand it off, keeps it herself. Has it stripped away. It looks like we might end up in a jump ball situation here under 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. 9 players have already scored for Glow with that almost hockey line change.
Wow.
During the first timeout when they already led 20-10.
Makes sense though. We had some breakaway layups. They're just moving the ball well, taking whatever Rhythm gives them. So that's impressive though.
Remember, team that wins this quarter gets those 60 points. You heard Rebecca Gardner mention the importance of that. Gardner's not a player who needs a ton of minutes either. You have Odyssey Sims who's averaging almost 40 the entire game. And you have Gardner who's averaging 20, second on the leaderboard though.
Yeah, as she talked about, it's just her efficiency, her decision making with her shots makes a very big difference in her field goal percentage being so high.
Under 10, that's another turnover. We've kind of traded turnovers 3 in a row here as teams scramble towards the end of the first. Still a 12-point lead for the Glow. Seven to shoot. No shot clock, obviously. See who this inbound play is run to. Forbes already with a couple of threes. Trying to go short, and that'll be out of bounds. Rhythm ball. Only 0.6 off the clock, so real opportunity here for the Rhythm.
Yeah, and even though they're not going to win the quarter, just go down and get a solid shot right here. You push it to 10 for the quarter, it's totally feasible to...
You shoot a 3 or a 2?
I think you just take best available.
Okay.
You got to go fast, though.
Cook trying to go fast. She'll go for 2. Little runner to the right side. No good.
Not a bad look.
So the Glow at 34-22. They take the quarter and the 60 team points. Mentioned how important those were. Eclipse last week dominated via those kinds of quarters. Up early, continuing to control the action. The Glow in control, 34-22.
Come on, let's put them away this first quarter. Let's take all of their so they don't want to play. We do. Our one-on-one defense is key. Too close, all y'all go act. Where Rebecca? It get too close, y'all going back in. I'm not losing. I don't care about feelings. I'm not losing one. It get too close. We all of y'all going back in. All of y'all.
You were right, Sid. Anisha Curry is not losing. And one of the ways to not lose is just put the ball and score in the paint.
No, truly. They've done a good job of giving it up to one another in transition, but they've gotten transition because their defense has been so good, whether it's individually or as a group. They're digging on post players, or if people are coming by them, they're in gaps and getting hands on balls. So they're just doing a good job of having everybody be in on the action, and Rhythm's going to have to do something to slow them down.
Yeah, they're going to have to slow them down indeed. You like that guard lineup that they went with, so if you're Rhythm, how do you switch around and deal with what has been a dominant performance thus far by your opponent?
Listen, I think they're doing a good job of having 4 guards because KB is really a guard, but I think Rhythm needs to focus on getting the ball inside, whether that's to Melissa or to tomorrow. Like, I know Anissa wants to play more 3 and be on the wing, but I think they could pound it inside with her and Melissa, do some high-low action, and not just settle for jumpers.
Well, I'll tell you what, the glow is a little turn move there is good for Melissa Smith.
Yeah, she said, shut up, I'm going to shoot this turnaround jumper. Nobody asked you.
The glow shot 78% in that first quarter. They were 5 for 7 from 3. That is brutal. And Allison Sims goes in. I just watched Michael Jordan highlights this morning. That looked a lot like Mike.
She was turning and got that up. Yeah, Odyssey's very good getting downhill, and Kayana Traylor knows that because she's a lefty and wants to go downhill left as well. So she tried to cut her off, but just got, her arm in there, and they gave the contact.
That is lefty on lefty right there. The 2012 NCAA champ at Baylor has played for 8 different franchises, most recently Indiana Fever. Yeah. And Odyssey Sims continues to be a scoring machine.
Yeah, I talked to her about that. We were in Indiana together. She came in because our team, we had a lot of injuries, and she did a great job. Like in the playoffs, she was so solid. We almost made it to the finals, really. But Odyssey, I asked her what about her confidence coming into the league this year, and she's like, I'm feeling really good. Like, there are things I want to work on. She's like, but I'm not focused on winning it. I know a lot of people want me to win it, and I've been close several other seasons, but I'm not chasing number 1. I'm not chasing, leaderboard points. I'm just trying to get out here and be better and make other people better.
Well, she's playing good basketball. You saw her lay it off for Bell there for the successful 3. She'll pick up points for that assist. It made a lot of the scoring. She comes in averaging 21 herself, but also 7 rebounds. 7 rebounds at 5'8", 7th in the league, and 4 assists as that ball is fed inside for Smith for another bucket, who's off to a hot second quarter.
No, look, Odyssey does a good job of doing a lot of things well on the court, and when she's locked and dialed in, she's a very good defender. Like, that's what I think gets underestimated sometimes, especially at AU because she scores it so well. But she said she wants to play less minutes this week to be able to be better on both ends and not have to kind of conserve energy, on the defensive end a little bit.
Take a look at how those points are breaking out for Odyssey, 16th in the league. See those win points, how important those are. Yeah. That was the only category she was missing. MVP points, she was one of just 2 players to have multiple MVP awards in week 1.
Oh, wow.
27 MVP awards. There were just 2 players with multiples. Do you know who the other one was?
I'm going to guess Kaylin Chen.
Bingo. You're good at this trivia. Both of them picking up MVP 1 and MVP 3 honors throughout the week. So Odyssey Sims definitely in control here of the action.
Yeah, that's what she does. She's done that every year, every team that she's on. I'd say, like, she's composed. She's looking to set people up. She's
feeding Mack here. Mack goes with the right hand, sneaks it over the front of the rim. Boy, they continue to be hyper efficient and hold the line. The lead is still 12. And that's despite Melissa Smith with a couple of buckets. Zaya Cook, who's been scoring quickly to the basket there. She'll draw the contact as well, averaging 18 points a game. She shot 50% from 3 in week 1.
Which is not surprising. She was feeling good. You could just tell she was feeling very confident last week, especially once she got her start. She's been attacking the basket, getting to the cup. She's been getting her mid-range game going. She's doing it all at 3 levels.
And here's the thing where percentages can be kind of wonky. Oh, she shot 50% from 3. Well, that could be 1 for 2.
Yeah.
She was second in the league in total attempts.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was her total?
She was 8 of 16.
8 of 16. That's impressive.
You'll take that, right?
You 100% take that.
Sinks that free throw. Zaya Cook continues to be dangerous. That was one of the real questions. Could she continue to be super dangerous?
Yeah.
Odyssey, left hand again, this time in traffic.
Rhythm's going to have to get somebody on the nail, which is like the middle of the free throw line. So when you have people who do a really good job of attacking downhill, you need people on the nail when their man isn't involved in the action, so you can be a body in the way of Odyssey attacking, especially left downhill.
Almost like halfway to help defense?
Halfway to help defense.
Okay. Sarah, Ashley Barker with a good move, couldn't finish. Kicks it back outside. Sims about the free throw line. No good. Trailer going the other way. Chance to cut into the lead.
Yep, here we go.
She'll take it by herself. Draws everybody. Ariel Powers. No good. Second opportunity. Cook against the captain, Gardner. She'll get the foul and 2 shots.
That's good. That's a good read, good attack. Yeah, once again, I still want to see them just get the ball in the paint a little bit more. I want to see, you know, some more just like easy points for them. Like Glow had all those points in the paint. I'd like to see Rhythm get something going down there as well.
So that'll send Zaya Cook to the line. She was 7 of 8 from the free throw line in week 1.
She's done a good job. I'm sure some of those were and-ones too, because she was finishing well with contact, even when they weren't calling it, but...
All right, you want a chance to win a basketball autographed by all of our AU Pro basketball athletes and a $50 AU merchandise gift card. Now's your chance. Go to auprosports.com/basketball/sweepstakes to enter and win. I mean, you could just, you know, go our court, our game if you want.
Oh, I like how you did that. I got basketball belongs in Nashville.
Yes, it does.
So not our court, our game, but...
I love this shirt, but it's not my favorite shirt. You saw my favorite shirt last week.
You love a shirt reveal. You love a shirt reveal. I'm going to have to do it to you one day.
Be careful, there's more to come, Sid.
Oh, gosh.
60 points already in the bucket for Glow. They're trying to put another 60 in as Odyssey Sims scores in the paint once again.
Yeah, they got to get somebody down there. They've run that same play 3-4 times. Someone's got to get down there to help.
Follow the score right there above our main score. You see it's 46-35, but also 13-12. So if it were to end right now, as there's contact and a foul called, if it were to end right now, Rhythm would have plus 60. They would win the quarter despite being down in the overall game.
Which is why I enjoy the structure here at AU so much, because you got to keep playing. And especially when it's happening early in the game, that you're having to, you know, chip away, you start to get more confidence. Okay, well, we won that quarter. Now we're only down 10. We were down 18. Just giving an example, like, okay, now after halftime, we feel good. Like, let's win another quarter, and maybe we'll be close by the beginning of the fourth.
Technical?
Yeah.
Technical assess?
Ariel just grabbed her in the backcourt to not let Odyssey get ahead of steam. But I say that's a good foul, actually.
So Sims has 8 points in this quarter already, controlling much of the action. Hasn't stopped her from feeding anybody else, though. Sims also doing a nice job distributing the ball. 5 assists.
Already.
So Ashley Barker, I watched her kill a couple of guys from their basement. Apparently they were talking some trash online as Bell hits another one. And Sarah Ashley Barker took them out and decimated them. My favorite part of the video was the start.
I remember seeing
there were like 3 friends, and they said, "Oh, you don't think he has a chance?" And she goes, "No, he's got no chance." Yeah, exactly. 0% chance. Barker here in with everybody on the Rhythm side. Eventually corralled by Morrow. There should be more of those videos. Just take those dudes out of their mom's basement.
Yeah.
And take him in the post. Morrow would do it, as she does there.
That's a good finish.
You're not stopping that move, Matt, from Cleveland. All right.
And shout out to Anissa. I don't know if you saw, but she's now signed with Reebok. So good for her.
Oh, nice. We got some Reebok trivia for you coming up.
Oh, here you go.
Good.
You love trivia, but I do too.
Here's Cook. Working with Smith, who's open for 3, and she will take it.
That's all right. That's a good look.
All right, rebound Glow, and it's time for a TV timeout. 50-37. The Rhythm certainly playing better in this quarter, Sid, but still unable to cut into the very hot shooting. Now still over 70% for the Glow and Emma Cannon. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball, 34-22 in the first, 16-15 here in the second for a 50-37 total lead for the Glow. Mentioned earlier how important winning basketball is. And the bottom line is winning basketball wins. The Eclipse last week were dominant 1,020 win points. Those are the team points for Kiara Leslie. She had the least amount of stat points on that side. She's in 12th place on the leaderboard. Now, flip it over to the stat points. Natasha Mack off to a fantastic start here this morning. She led in stat points, over 600 stat points in week number 1. That was first in the league. 602 as a matter of fact. But she is 14th on the leaderboard, and that's because her win point total wasn't even close to the Eclipse, just 420 points playing for the Rhythm, who went winless.
It's just, I think we can probably pull up multiple players because Kiara Leslie, good player, not a ton of stat points, but you're on teams that are winning. So you're contributing, but you don't have to do as much. If you're on a winning team, you're getting quarter wins, you're getting game wins, and then you're getting bonuses if y'all win all 4 quarters, which I think they did for 1 game last week. So even with Natasha having an incredible like individual stats, if you're not winning a lot, it's hard to compete.
Yeah, and for all the math that we do here, for all the numbers we show you about how the leaderboard functions, win basketball games.
Just win the game.
Yeah, just play good basketball.
Play good basketball.
Grace Berger and the Glow are doing just that. Berger playing with more confidence here. Game number 1. Feeding inside to Harrison. She'll turn and go a little bit long. It's Cook with the rebound.
Yeah, I want to see more of this pace by the Rhythm.
Cook pulls up with a little space and hits it. And they are ahead in the quarter. The Rhythm trying to close.
I like that. They need more of that. They need more drag screens. Zaya's got to push it with pace and transition, or whoever's at the guard, Trailer, and they need to try to get to the basket or get their bigs rolling.
Yeah, Trailer has a bunch of quickness to use in that. That ball thrown away. Lexi Brown with the pickup. They've gone with the line change again here. Glow, same move they did. To her left, has to go behind the back. Beautiful from Lexi Brown.
Good move. Good move to get Zaya off of her, and she finished in the rim.
The Duke guard now in her 9th season. Lexi Brown has dad here, Dad D. Brown, going to be coaching this week, later in the week. Filling in, little roll to the basket here from Morrow, who gets contact and no call. Rebound there. Forbes will feed it to Harrison, and that'll go.
Once again, what are they shooting, 70?
All right. Glow are still cranking, and Kirsten Bell's been a big part of that. Kirsten even hitting from 3, hitting in rhythm. What do you like about this morning start? What's working for you?
Who, you talking to me?
Yeah.
Everything's working. I mean, we making shots. We playing together. We playing really good defense. We're being solid. We just got to keep moving the ball. I mean, you know, the second group's been coming in and bringing a lot of energy, so we just got to keep it up.
What was the instruction from Coach Eddie or from Beck as the captain for y'all to keep this energy high? Because you know you can get excited about being up high. What's the instruction though from them?
Really just continue to bring the energy. You know, Blue doesn't really have a lot of energy, but we do, and so I just said that's gonna play in our strength. And so just go out there, just be who we are individually, but collectively just continue to communicate, continue to play for each other, and just bring the energy. I mean, we came in with a lot of energy this morning. I know a lot of people don't like to play early, but I think we're playing really well. So
y'all did come out here with a ton of energy. Talk to me though about your kiss to the bench. You were doing that last week too. What's going on with your celebrations?
I don't know. I think Deja has some animosity, but she always talking before the game. So, you know, I just always got to show love back, you know, every time I hit a shot. So.
Keep it up, KB. Love seeing you knock down threes and have energy for your team. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you, sir. Keep doing your thing.
All right, baby.
Thanks, Kirsten. 3 for 4. Kirsten Bell from 3 to open up this game.
Yeah, I like to see that from her. I know, like, she has a different kind of energy. Like, KB is such a good shooter, but she's also a really smart player. Like, she's great moving off ball. She understands cutting, angles. She's able to move to that 4 position like we talked about, be a 3 and a 4. So I just want to see her get into a flow this week.
Yeah, you and I were chatting before the game about her and where she plays. You said she plays more of a 3 in the W, right?
Yeah.
And more of a 4 here?
Yeah, much more often. 4s are just a little bigger in the league.
Berger. Little too strong in tight. Battle for the rebound ongoing. And that will be called for the Rhythm.
Hey, but Grace has already shot more shots, though. Or she's tied, with how many she had in the first week.
Yeah,
so
Grace
keep
Berger.
getting them up. Keep getting them up.
1 for 3. But, yeah, putting the ball up. Turner lays that one off.
Get in there.
The 3 will not go. Touching almost every part of the goal. Forbes will bring it up. The second unit for the Glow trying to extend the lead. Forbes already 2 for 2. No. Berger puts that one back into the feet of the Rhythm defender. Is there a more annoying play in the sport of basketball than that if you're the defender?
No, that's so infuriating. Like, don't throw it off of me right here. Just let it go.
That was Sequoia Holmes who looked like taking it off the feet.
You could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. So you just gotta dodge it better next time. Well, you like that one, Kevin?
Yeah, rip torn on that, right? Inside. Harrison, you caught me off guard with the dodgeball reference. We'll do our Purple Cobras imitation later. Deja Kelly feeding inside. The captain, Morrow, throwing it overhead. No good. 2 blue shirts there. Turner comes up with it. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Taylor got it. Nice high arc.
Good board, and good kick out. More of that. 2 minutes left. It's 10. If they could string some stops together and get some scores in transition, like, it can look a little better for them going into the halftime.
Score, stop, score?
Yeah.
Well, they could take this half. They're leading by 2 right now. If you look at that score right above the main score, you see 22-20 here in the quarter as Sims has returned to the floor. Brown, up fake, mid-range, rattles home.
Good look. But did you see how Bree Turner was long and wide on that nail? So Odyssey couldn't even keep attacking. Yes, they gave out, a kick to Lexi at 3, but they need to stop them from getting such easy paint scores.
I thought I saw you making a call to Chaz Franklin. That was on your phone. Dialing that right up.
Imagine.
Get on the nail.
Good move, Asia.
Asia with a lot of space. Left hand too strong.
Good kick out.
Second chance here. Offensive rebound, second possessions. 5 to shoot. Taylor.
Need that.
Holmes had to let it go. She does for 3.
She's been needing to make 3. She gave a little clap right there.
Just her second made 3. She was 1 for 9 in the opening week.
And Koya's a scorer, and so I'm sure that was frustrating her a little bit, so it's going to be good to see one go in.
56-47. They may win this quarter. Or they may not.
Gotta get a hand up.
Yeah, Mackenzie Forbes has anything to say about it.
Gotta get a hand up.
Tied, 25 apiece. Remember, if we tie in the quarter score, you're going to push it forward, and we'll have a 120-point quarter.
Look
Those
for
team
Odyssey
points are
going for
massive.
a steal right here. I feel like Odyssey is going to try to get her hands on one. She's trying to time her.
She's up on Kelly, who created some space. Rebound taken. This is the possession for the quarter. Well, we're going to go with the lead overall, but will they have the quarter victory? Odyssey Sims with it. 6 to go. 5.
Oh, no.
Lexi Brown from long range.
Okay.
That'll come up short, and we will go to the third quarter with 120 team points on the line.
I like when this happens.
Yeah. We saw a free throw for it. Kirsten Bell sunk a free throw for 120 points in week 1. Anisha Curry has to be happy with her team leading 59-47, but not happy with failing to come up with the victory in that quarter.
It's all right. I'm sure we're going to see Rhythm make some big adjustments.
All right, 25 apiece in the second. Coming up, the half show is on the way. MMA Bradley will join Sid, Chief Marketing Officer for Rebel Girls. Looking forward to that. And a little Sid ball as we're at the half. Glow with the lead. Nashville, Tennessee on a Wednesday morning saw the highest output we've had this year in a half by the Glow here. 59 total points, and they lead by 12 over the Rhythm. In our first game of 2 on the day, the early morning opportunity to spend a little bit of the half show with MMA Bradley and Sid Colson.
Well, hello.
Hello. Look at you up here doing your thing.
You know what? You like early mornings because I just saw you at the breakfast.
That's right.
Last week.
That's right.
And you had on these cute earrings again. Did you bring me some this time?
You know, I need to.
Yeah.
I need to. These are my Rebel Girl earrings. I know.
Oh, so you give them out to everybody?
You know, it's when we look at Rebel Girls, one of our big kind of, pieces of flair lightning bolts.
Okay, I like that a lot.
So I
like the glitter. Okay, give me some. I'm not gonna forget either.
Okay, good. Don't forget.
All right. So you're the CMO of Rebel Girls.
I am.
Talk to me about this involvement in women's sports now. Like, where did this come from for you? Just for you personally, like in your life.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I grew up playing everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Sports has always just been an unbelievably important part of my own life.
Yeah.
And as my career progressed, I've been in sports marketing for a little over 20 years now. Working across the board, across the United States with some of the best brands in the world. Got to spend some time at Turner Sports with my buddies, Shaq and all those guys, and spent some time out at Nike, and now really loving working with Rebel Girls, telling stories about the amazing women who are inspiring young girls all over the world.
Wait, what was your favorite sport when you played as a young girl, or favorite sports?
So my favorite sport to play was soccer.
Okay.
My favorite sport to watch has always been basketball.
Favorite to watch has been basketball?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I like to watch soccer a ton, and I never played it.
Okay.
I was so bad at it.
Yeah, no. I bet you probably weren't that bad.
No.
You were.
But you've been a champion of women's sports. You worked in the NWSL with the Washington Spirit.
Yeah.
I actually have a jersey. One of the what do I even call her? A designer, a stylist, Domo Wells.
Domo Wells.
Wells. She designs a lot of stuff.
I know.
She's remarkable, but definitely have some Washington Spirit gear, so that's really awesome. So talk to me about where does that passion come from for Rebel Girls, for NWSL, for now being involved with AU Pro Basketball here in Nashville.
I mean, Rebel Girls, at the end of the day, we're trying to inspire the most confident generation of girls ever. And we do that by telling stories of the most amazing women in the world. And I happen to think that some of them are right down there playing on this court right now. And so what we want to do is partner with the most amazing leagues and players and athletes in the world and help tell their stories with the hope of helping inspire confidence in girls.
And so I got to meet some of them in week one. I think Amy was here with them.
Amy was here.
And so
Darcy.
I met two of the girls, and they were really sweet. And they said y'all do a lot of stuff. So y'all even travel with them for things like?
We do, We have junior reporters that are sort of based all over the United States. And sometimes we'll bring them out. We had Darcy here last week. She actually lives in Austin, and she's helped us out with a lot of AU.
Oh yeah, there's the picture right there.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I love it. But Darcy's been involved with AUSL. And so we brought her out to AUBB.
So what do they say to you all, like when a day is done and you all have done like a field trip somewhere? I guess I'm calling it a field trip, but you all have gone to like expose them to something else. Like what's their energy towards y'all? What are they saying? Is it just gratitude, or are they like?
Yeah, I mean, our goal is to be able to provide experiences, help these young girls achieve their dreams, and we tell stories. We say that storytelling is our superpower, and so if we're going to tell stories about women and young girls, like we want women and young girls to be a part of our crew. So.
And what's the age range for Rebel Girls? Like what is this high schoolers and middle school and high schoolers, or?
It's a great question. So Rebel Girls, we really focus in sort of that like 6 to 14-year-old range. We make books for younger girls, and then we make a lot of content on YouTube for girls kind of in that 7+ range, because we want to be where they are, right?
I love that. I'm sure it's like so impactful for them to have you all doing things like this, putting them in positions to meet pro athletes that hopefully they'll be in their shoes one day, but also just like you said, giving them an opportunity if they want to be in sports reporting or broadcasting. They're covering these games. That's got to be so cool to them.
I think it's cool, and I'm not them, right? So I'm here for it.
So talk to me about Playmakers Nashville. You all just launched here in the city. What was the motivation for that, and what are you all's expectations here in the city?
Playmakers Nashville, basically we're a 501c3 nonprofit membership organization focused solely on elevating women who work in sports or young women who want to work in the sports business. So we just launched membership last week. We've got 3 cohorts, college students, and it's 100% free, subsidized for them to join. And then we've got kind of that entry level and then an executive level cohort. So the goal truly is to impact them through access, community, and growth. That's what we're
so excited to be involved with you all. Super excited to have you here with us. And I saw in your bio that your husband John and you love spreading kindness and laughter and dancing. And so I love that energy. Yeah, I love that energy.
Let's go.
I love dancing.
Let's go.
Thank you for sitting with me and chatting.
Yes, thank you, Sid.
Bring my earrings next time.
I got you. I do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're going to
I
go
got
to break and we're going to come back and play some basketball.
you. Sounds good.
All right, I'm here with my girl, Kaylee. We're about to play a little Sid ball. Kaylee, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do free throws first. You want to shoot first or second?
I'll shoot second.
You'll shoot second? All right. So you got to shoot them offhand, and it's just going to be rapid fire, so they'll rebound for us. No. No. Oh, it's early. I think it's because it's early, Kaylee. One. Oh, man. Rough. No. No. All right, Kayla, you got to use your left hand. You're shooting with your right a little bit. You got to shoot with the left. Yeah. Not to be a stickler. Kevin, look at me trying to win any way I can.
3.
All right.
Okay. No, that's 5. That's 5 now. You already beaten me. All right, now we got a one-leg hop.
All right.
All right, one-leg hop. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Kayla, you talking trash?
Yeah, I am. You got a problem?
What grade are you in?
I'm in 7th.
Okay, yeah, 7th grade energy makes sense. Y'all start getting an attitude around then.
Yeah.
Talking back to your parents and stuff.
Hey, I'm not that bad of a child. Come on.
Now wait a minute. I'm trying to distract you, but you're still hitting shots. Okay, that's 5. That's 5. Stop trying to cheat. Keep trying to cheat. All right, now we got dang, what's the third one? Okay, we gotta do a no look. All right, so you can do it from behind your head.
All right.
Hook shot, whatever.
Yeah, you're not going to win.
Okay. No,
Give that up.
No.
Hey, you know,
No.
frogs use their eyes to push food down their throat.
No.
That's insane.
What? Did you just make that up?
No. Uh-oh.
I'm counting that. That's 1.
Bro, quit laughing.
A little harder. Oh! I got nervous on that one. No. One more.
That was so close.
Ooh. No, that's 5. What are we doing?
Hey, you should give me the ball.
No, don't give her the ball. Okay, now we're going to do, we're going to shoot from this tee. We're actually going to switch this up.
Man.
No. There we go. Okay, redeem myself. All right, you got to sit there, Kaylee. 5 in a row. No, jeez. So much is at stake right now. Mostly
my thing
just
fell. It fell off my ear.
pride. It won't be the first time. Oh, thank goodness. All right, now we got
Nothing fell off my ear.
your mic. I'll talk to you. I'll talk
It
to you.
fell off my ear.
It's okay.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. Man.
All right, Kaylee. I may have redeemed myself a little bit now. One more.
Fell off my ear.
All right.
Fell off.
Here you go. I'll talk to you. You're good. Don't try to make excuses, Kaylee. Ooh. Okay. I am. Yeah, 2 more. One more. Yeah! Good job, baby. So you didn't win, but you played a good game, and you talked trash, and I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for taking some time up here. Enjoy the rest of the game, baby. Thank you. Oh, I was nervous there, Kev.
You came out victorious, but just
Thank you.
a late rally from 3 for Sid to win at Sid Ball over a 7th grader. What if we bring an 8th grader in here? That's the real question, Sid. What if we brought in like a 8th or 9th grader for our next game? Yeah. Okay. Sid's going to work on her game, and we know the Rhythm have tried to make some halftime adjustments as they trail the Glow 59-47 here in Nashville. 25 all in that second quarter, which means this third quarter is worth 120 team points. And if you were with us earlier, you know how important those team points are. Sid saying all the goodbyes here for our half show. MMA Cannon, MMA Bradley joining her, which was fun. Let's take a look back at our first half. It was a record 59 points for the team. Honestly, Sid is playing a huge role in that. Sid right away under the basket.
Yeah, which I think shocked us both. I wasn't expecting to see posting up, but they ran that play about 3 or 4 times and got something out of it.
Sims with 12 points in the half. She actually passes on her leaderboard points, the 25,000 mark. First player to do that.
Yeah, which she did remark that wasn't like a huge goal of hers,
right.
But you know she's a scorer, and so naturally she's going to keep racking them up.
And you see the 3 assists there. That's an important part. Everyone on the Glow roster scored in a half in which they shot 63%. They were 8 of 14 from 3, led by Kirsten Bell, who was 3 of 4 from long range.
I would venture to say they're the first team to have all players score.
That could be. We'll have to consult the Book of Unlimited. We'll dig into that thing.
We like making bets and guessing stuff. So.
Indeed. Morrow had 14, Cook had 10, and the Rhythm shot 38% in that first. As we were back underway, Kevin Barnett alongside Sid Colson. And Camden on the sidelines. Nice little spin move there. Doesn't pay off. Bell with the rebound. That starting group back on the floor for the Glow. They've been mightily affected. They opened 20-10, causing the Rhythm to take an early timeout in our first quarter. See if they can do the same here as we start our second 20 minutes of play. Rebecca Gardner, the captain, trying to feed inside. Good defense by Traylor.
That's good hands right there. That's more what they need.
Cook with it. Feeds it inside. Alyssa overhand. Alyssa Smith with the score, and Odyssey Sims will again bring the ball up. Number 99, averaging over 20 a game.
I like that. Them getting the ball into the list that low right there.
Throws it to Bell.
Another assist. But you know, Kev, it's twofold. Throwing the ball in the list, it also puts Mac at potential, put her at risk to pick up some fouls. With her being the paint presence she is, that would bode well for Rhythm.
Traylor passes on the 3. Ariel Powers trying to find some space, finds Morrow, who finds Mack with another block.
Just spoke her paint presence up, I guess.
Yeah, do not mess with Natasha Mack down in the paint. She already is having an outstanding game in terms of rebounds. She has 8 rebounds now in her second block.
Yeah, she's just aware. She's everywhere down there. And that's what you like as a guard, especially if you take risks defensively, then you have a big behind you that's going to protect you.
Traylor turned Bell around a couple of times. Bell managed to knock it away. But that's some good transition defense there by Bell.
Really good.
She's getting put in the washing machine for a minute. You don't want to be on that spin cycle.
No, you don't.
Ashley Barker had a hand up. Bell takes that one. One of her only 2 misses. She'll be 3 for 5 from 3.
You need that.
Zaya Cook saw an opening to get to the basket and did just that. That'll be a 2. The lead is 10.
Really good attack by Zaya.
Odyssey looking for some action there for Sarah Ashley Barker. Has that one rim out. Barker not afraid to score.
No.
Cook misses and the teams trade possession. Sarah Ashley Barker, 2-time All-SEC performer. Her time in Alabama as she gets blocked here. As we look at Cook going to the basket for the Rhythm.
Yeah, just a good read off the... They closed out a certain way on the 3-point line, and she just saw a seam, attacked it.
A look at Zia Cook. Zia Cook Avenue is a thing. I don't know if you know that. All right, same city we love. New collab. Athletes Unlimited has partnered with Nashville's own Lipstick Lounge for a limited edition t-shirt drop you won't want to miss. I'm not going to miss it, Sid. You know that. Shop the Love is Unlimited collection today at the AU Pro Shop or online at shop.auprosports.com. I was going through this book earlier. We got this collab book up here in the booth, which is all about sneaker culture and some of the collaborations. As that ball's a little long for Morrow off the successful drive, the unsuccessful scoring chance. As Gardner kind of lays that one out to the right. So we have this sneaker book here, and I was enjoying it. A couple of things came to mind. One, I really like this. I think you need to get a pair of these. Now, you can talk to your stylist, but I think you need this pair of shoes.
Oh.
Check those out.
Oh, they're like wrestling shoes.
Yeah.
Stella McCartney.
Stella McCartney from 2002. You see what you can do.
Wow, let's see what you can do with them. I think
They don't have 14s. They don't have 14s. Now, I do want to know, this is another special collab. What is your opinion on this shoe? I'll show it to the viewers at home. What is your opinion of this shoe?
I want to see Anissa hoop in them now.
You do?
Yeah, they're Reebok. She got to wear them next game. I'm going to ask her to wear them.
That's a terrible shoe. We're going to get rid of that book. I do have a little shoe trivia for you, though.
Ooh.
Okay. Who had his own face on the sole of the signature shoe in the year 2000? I don't know if he was first. Seems like he'd be first, but
oh,
who was it?
Oh, I feel like I do. Wait, tell me the first letter.
Well, that would be.
That's gonna be obvious.
Of the first name.
Yeah.
He scored 54 and 48 in the playoffs, but didn't win the title in 01. But in those shoes, he was killing it. Anyone at home?
No, give me a letter.
A.
Huh? A. Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson is correct.
Okay, I was
That's
pretty
why
positive.
It was such a big clue.
I know.
I'm giving you half his name.
Yeah, you did. But I was like, I know it's got it.
He had it up in the heel. There was a little window.
And I used to have his shoes. That's why I'm like, I really should have just said it.
Odyssey Sims with the easy bucket there. 67-51.
I meant to say to you, Kevin, though, a couple possessions back, when Zia took that three and she missed it, her interaction during a free throw with Coach Chaz was really good.
Sims in transition with another bucket. Quickly, back-to-back scores from Sims, and the game is in danger of getting out of control. The Glow, looking for that 120 team points in this quarter, are on an 8-0 run and lead big.
Hey, I'm Odyssey Sims, and let's take it to the hoop. My confidence on the court comes from me playing against boys growing up. I think that helped with my toughness, my competitiveness, and just my nature, like the dog, like the That's where I think that comes from.
O's gonna bring it from the beginning of the game to the end.
Is there anything Odyssey Sims can't do?
I'm more unguardable when I get in that zone. I have this kill mentality, and it kind of like, it just flips a switch, and you just kind of know, like, okay, today, O's on it today. My dream one-on-one opponent will be my son, because I want him to know that he will never be able to beat mommy in basketball.
Drafted number 2 overall in 2014 by the Tulsa Shock. I mean, rest in peace. Rip Torn in the Tulsa Shock. Later become the Dallas Wings. Played for the Indiana Fever. Had herself an incredible close of the season. Did Sims as that bucket closely contested but scored anyway by Melissa Smith. Sims has had an assist or has scored on 37 of the 69 points.
Yeah, and it's felt that way. It's looked that way. So I'm not surprised at all.
They're trying to D her up a little bit closer. Double team there. Must have been contact on the ball. Gardner from the elbow is good.
I think the closeouts from rhythm guards just have to be a little more focused and intentional. Know what they want to do. They want to drive, or they're a shooter.
Gardner with the rebound. Ahead to Barker. Straight to the bucket. Lead is 20.
I wasn't expecting this out of this game, but I will say I think we're going to continue to see a fight out of them, no matter what the score is saying right now.
Glow with the lead overall, but also in this quarter, 14-6. Of course, there's 120 points on the line. Glow already won the first quarter, 34-22.
Yeah, they're going to have to pick it up right here because they're down 8 with 5 minutes left, so you're going to want to start buckling down on the defensive end.
Glow with a very Eclipse Week 1 kind of performance thus far, who was our dominant team that created all of the captains here in Week 2.
And they've done it in a similar way, though, playing defense and sharing the ball, getting everybody involved.
Yeah, especially the sharing the ball when everybody on the roster had scored. 5 players had more than 5 points in that first half. Sarah Ashley Barker with the rebound.
They just got to get... Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Rhythm just has to get more ball movement. They're making like 1 or 2 passes and then shooting it. You're not really reversing the floor. A lot of times I'd like to see more action from them.
Cook with the handoff there for Smith, who takes it. You like the movement there?
Yeah, it was just 2 actions. They just swung the ball, got into a step up, and Alyssa short rolled and hit a jumper.
Sims takes it herself, comes up a little bit short. Mack with the rebound and a strip, but also fouled. So 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The lead is 20 for the Glow. So the Glow continue to be dominant from all around the roster. On the floor now, Sims with 18, Gardner with 12. If I take a look at the entire team in terms of double figures, you're also going to have Bell with 12. So they are spreading it around. You have a number of players, Barker with 8, Forbes with 8.
Couple 6s. I'm looking at Rhythm. What do they have? 3 in double digits? Nalissa, Zaya, and Anissa. So who you would expect? Just got to get a little more out of everybody else. Kayana Traylor has got 7. But I think it's more their defense for me right now, honestly, because I think if they lock in defensively as a group, the offense will start to make a little more sense. People will get more easy baskets, probably in transition, either getting layups or 3s, and it'll open up their half-court offense. But they're stagnant down here because they're not doing a good job down here defending.
Okay. Let's take a look at how the basketball world is reacting to Athletes Unlimited basketball. We've got a couple of South Carolina players in here. They might know Dawn Staley. You might know Dawn Staley.
Yeah, might. Look, she was impressed with Bree Hall, which I think we all were. She had a great week 1 as one of the rookies here that we talk about.
Zaya Cook, one of the alumni there as well, is playing in this game. And then Asia Wilson. 3-ball looking smooth.
Right. It is, though. That conversation was so fun with her. I think we both, when she left, we were just like, oh yeah, her and her mom, they were just delightful. Like, they were fun. Easy to talk to.
They were fun. During Sid Ball, I think she talked the most trash out of anybody.
She did, I think, until Kaylee. Until the 7th grader just now.
Until the 7th grader came up and checked in as Odyssey Sims is in control here of the timeout. So welcome into our broadcast position, high above the court, Kevin Barnett alongside Sid Colson. Sid, what you talk about what the Rhythm can do. How about the Glow from a standpoint of maintaining focus? We saw the Eclipse have a little bit of issue last week with maintaining focus and losing some quarters late in the weekend.
Right, and I think because it was late, I think right now they're dialed in. They started this game, this early 10:30 start. They started throwing the first punch. They've really continued it, I say, and it looks like they're locked in. They're still up, I think, 6 or 8 on the quarter. So it's very much going to be on Rhythm to force them to do something different because they're looking comfortable.
This would be the 4th straight loss for the women wearing the blue jerseys of the Rhythm. As we look at some of the game summary here, Odyssey Sims, no surprise, she's having a nice point scoring performance, but how about that? 9 assists, season high for her. Morrow 14 and 8, that's on her numbers. And we've had a lot of back and forth basketball.
Well, you know what? 9 assists so far. Odyssey did tell me that she's going for a triple-double this week. She could fill a triple-double this week, which is a crazy thing to just feel, but...
You haven't had that feeling before?
Never had that feeling, but...
All right, well, 8 assists, 1 steal, no blocks. No rebounds for Sims. Here's a player that's been averaging 7 a game. Well, if nobody on our team misses because they're shooting over 60%, that cuts out half the possible rebounds, right?
No rebounds to get, really.
Cook over to Morrow.
It's just crowded.
Yeah, it is crowded.
Space.
Gardner had a hand in her face. Sims. Oh, a little streak through there by Cook. Nearly had it.
Yep.
Cannon and Sims. Sims lays that one out in front with just enough distance for the contact and the foul. All right, with more on Gardner. Let's check in with Emma.
Well, Odyssey Sims is shooting those free throws, and she was Rebecca Gardner's first draft pick, but it's a week of firsts for Rebecca Gardner. She's obviously a first-time captain of the Glow, and she bought her first pair of cowboy boots here in Nashville. She told me she feels like it's a rite of passage. You can't come to Nashville and not buy a pair of cowboy boots. So she got a cute pair of red boots. You should probably see them in a walk-in fit at some point during the season. But Sid, you wore a pair of cowboy boots last week, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I didn't bring all of mine here, but I love that she felt like it was in her spirit to go grab a pair. Whoa. What we got here?
Somebody grabbed Odyssey Sims and threw her to the ground. Taylor getting a little physical.
Oh, man, I didn't have my Band-Aid ready. Oh, Band-Aid.
There you go. And she's okay. Yeah, you're an A&M girl, so
I am.
Boots are in your repertoire.
Yeah, and I'm a Houston, Texas. Like, I'm born in Houston, so we got the rodeo. We got the country people down there.
How long does it take to wear in a pair of boots? How many times you got to take those out for a shortened period of time?
I just feel like a couple wears, honestly.
Okay.
I don't know, 2, 3.
You must have tougher feet than me.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Not in a good way. Yeah, my feet are scary.
Sims, good from the free throw line once again. She's now a perfect 5 for 5, and powering her team to a 20-plus point lead. She's wearing some red shoes today, not red boots. Might want to bring those back when we resume play on Friday. With the performance that Odyssey Sims has had. Leading in the quarter, 19-8. Glow looking like they're going to take that 120 points. Cook trying to get on track, everything but the bucket. Lexi Brown, New Cannon was open.
Good, get up.
Turner running the floor, making some space for Cook. We got that one.
I'm liking Zaya's fight. We need, the whole team intensity in general has got to pick up. Because it's not impossible right now. It is a really big lead, but it's not impossible. We've seen it happen.
Well, you can win that quarter, too. You can win that fourth quarter. Everything's going to reset to 0, much like a volleyball match. That's going to be a ball off the foot of the rhythm, picked up by Cannon. 2 to shoot. Brown had to launch and did. Cook.
There it is.
Corner 3. Rattles out. Nearly a takeaway by Morrow, who looks a little frustrated.
Frustrated and just talking trash because she almost stole it. She's funny. We got a lot of trash talkers in the league this year. It's enjoyable.
Who's the best trash talker you know? Ever been gone up against? Don't say yourself.
Dang, that's a good question.
Grace Berger checks in for Odyssey Sims.
Yeah, imagine if I was like Grace Berger. Is the best trash talker. You wouldn't expect that. That would have shocked you?
Yeah.
I don't know who the best one is. I don't know people.
Well, you contemplate that.
I will. I'll get back to you.
Okay. Who do you think is the best trash talker out there if you're a fan of women's pro basketball? Who have you heard can really bring it, the verbal side of it? Brown.
Good hands.
Has that one stripped.
Good hands. Get it up.
Rhythm eventually pick it up. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Big contact. Lexi Brown wants to know why that took so long to call.
Yeah, I thought they were going to let it go.
Turner's going to pick up the foul. Of course, fouls are negative points on your score. Drawing offensive fouls gives you positive points if you're the defender. Lots of different ways to score. Inside the Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball scoring system. Win points are the best way. 120 of them coming the way of Glow here with this quarter victory. Berger inside, wide open is Harrison.
Why was that even that open?
You wanted moving away from the ball.
Yeah, that was
Glow
it.
gave it to you.
That was it. And it looks like they're also just being patient. They don't need to rush and potentially let them get a lot of shots up before the quarter ends.
Left hand on Berger. Kind of a mismatch there. Berger slows the action. There's under a minute and a half to go here.
Yeah, their whole team, their bench is saying just slow down.
Forbes gets stopped. Finds Campbell along the baseline. That looked like an easy bucket.
They're just hitting everything. What are they? Okay, 61.
Yeah, but 61% 3 quarters in as that one is softly kissed off the glass on the other side. Kelly with the score. Glow are going to be in a position where if they win the fourth, they're going to sweep the entire team points available, the victory as well as the quarter points. And Mackenzie Forbes will have played a big part in that as she again hits from 3.
Big shot by Kins. I think the quarter win was already solidified, but big for her though.
Yeah, maybe putting a stamp on it here
She's
at 85-61.
She's asking for it. For sure a stamp, Kev.
Harrison from Nashville, sinking that one. Dory played it nearby Lipscomb University here in town. 20 seconds to go.
I love that for Dory. Don't usually see Dory knocking down threes, so I love that.
Everybody getting on the 3 action here. Melissa Smith had just enough room. 7 seconds to play.
Yeah, they're really going to have to come locked in the fourth rhythm.
Berger got to launch it. Gets the contact, but not the shot. And nothing called.
That definitely was a foul.
Third quarter is over. Glow with the victory in the quarter. They continue their hot shooting performance, 63% overall. With the victory in the quarter, they are plus 120 for everybody. Their three-point shooting, 10 of 20. They lead headed to the fourth.
You can tell them this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Ready? Yeah, I'm in my own lane. There ain't nothing else to explain. This is ready or not. This is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
88-63, a solid lead for the Glow as they are dominating the rhythm and maybe looking at a 100-point game over the rhythm. Odyssey Sims and company have been nearly perfect, if not as perfect as you can get, shooting 62% as a team throughout the game. And they're 10 for 20 from three-point range, 50% as a group. And Sid, you might be 3 for 3. Did those go exactly where you wanted?
Exactly where I wanted, yeah, Kev.
You're getting used to that t-shirt cannon.
I am. I said, hey, I'll do that anytime you want. Don't ever hesitate to ask.
You might want to get that just and launch some onto Broadway off the top of the hotel or something. Ask if you can borrow that for a little bit. Middle school students in here for a little brunch and ball. 2 games that we have at 10:30 in the morning local time. We'll be back with you again from National Municipal Auditorium next Wednesday with a new group in the stands. Kevin Burnett alongside Sid Colson. And Camden is down on the sidelines. And the rhythm, they could take this quarter. All is not lost.
No, it's not. I think it's really important for them to have an intensity on both ends. It looks like they're switching things guard to guard so far, but you're not going to get the game most likely. Aim for the quarter, though.
Cook and Berger in a tough collision there as the Glow have gone with the second group they've been playing to open this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I think that you also want not only to stop Glow's momentum that they have, but to get your own going into the next game.
Yeah.
Like, they need to see themselves doing something well, so don't give up completely. You still got 2 more games left in the week.
I'll tell you what, a 25-point game does not look like it right now in terms of the contact. There is every bit of contact as the shot clock expires there off a block on Berger.
Good defense.
Yeah, Lane's up there taking over. Kiana Traylor will bring it up. 10 minutes to go here in our first game of 2 on the day. We're back with you in the evening. New crowd, new group, 2 other teams. The Eclipse and the Gold Rush facing off on our first day of 3 with these particular teams that were drafted earlier in the week. Of course, we have 4 weeks of play. Totally unique teams each week based on our previous results. Eclipse dominant last week, and now this group here has arrived to week number 2. Zia Cook at the line, and here's Anna with more.
Well, Zia Cook's teammates are very impressed with her game so far. They've told me she's hard on herself and she can get frustrated easily. But when she allows herself to flow and play her game, she gets into a rhythm, makes some great decisions, and I think we're seeing her get into that flow right here. She came into tonight 3rd in scoring in the league and 5th in assists, so I'm excited to see what she can do this season and if she can provide a spark for her team this half.
Well, it's a woman that loves basketball. She said that she used to play 2K hoops back in the day. She told her dad, said, listen, I'm going to be in 2K.
Oh.
And it happened.
That's actually really cool. I love that.
And she's part of our draft risers. These are the players that went way up in the draft. Zia Cook picked number 7 this last week, plus 15 spots. How about Natasha Mack on the strength of her defense and rebounding?
You called that one, though. That was one of the ones that you bet on, and it made sense. She makes such a big impact on the defensive end, but she's also great offensively, just rolling, creating space, finishing. She really, she's a stat sheet stuffer, like Anna said earlier.
52 rebounds this season for Mack. That's continued into this game. That fine performance. Got a lot of contact being drawn. Lexi Brown has been in a number of collisions.
Former teammates right there. So I think they know each other well from playing in Seattle together. Zia and Lexi.
Yeah, they're matched up with each other. Good to see Lexi playing the entirety of a game after taking a body slam from Melissa Smith at the very beginning of day 1 last Wednesday. Berger into the lane, rimming out.
Not a make, but another great shot, so I'm going to take it. It was a good read. Attack, floater.
So your recommendation to Berger would be what? Keep taking those shots even though they're not falling?
Yeah, when she's in the paint, just take it. Take the floater, finish the layup. Just look for herself more, what she's doing this game. So I think this is a good group. The Glow is playing well together. Like we said, like that Eclipse team from last week. Whenever groups have players that are willing to share the ball and move side to side, then everybody gets a touch. Sometimes as the point guard, you might give it up and you don't get it back in the possession for a while. So to get it back, she can finally start, playing with some pace and being more confident.
Well, when we talk about winning basketball wins, we talk about the wins that teams get and the team points that they earn. We've talked a lot about what creates those victories. Team basketball.
Yeah.
Regular old basketball.
Regular old basketball is nothing to overthink. You show up and you play basketball like you normally would to win, and it's going in Glow's favor today.
Now, timeout on the floor, 8:43 remaining in our game, 88-65. We'll have a challenge and the results when we return to Nashville. The kids here in Nashville are fired up and enjoying their time. Enjoying the game, 88-65, the Glow with the lead. But let's be honest, every kid who's not in class right now feels like they are winning.
Always, you love a field trip.
Kevin Barnett alongside Sid Colson. We have Lali Sainz-Zuniga on the review of that last play. And this is that dispute was this swipe from Harrison.
Yeah, it looked to me like it was off of Dory. I've been wrong before.
So our officiating crew there on the sidelines waiting for Lali Sainz-Zuniga to come up with the ruling, and the call stands. So it will be Glow ball. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was rhythm, but what do I know?
Well, what we do know is that the competition for the quarter is on. So while that big score is 88-65, the quarter score is what matters. Berger getting some pressure from Traylor. Mackenzie Forbes looking for some space, and the close blocking continues. It's a lot of contact.
A lot of contact. Good defense by Traylor to get over that screen. I think she got tripped up a little bit. Or was it a push-off?
Yeah, foul call. We're going the other way.
Yeah, either way, we're going the other way.
Berger put that one airborne. Z loading, Zia Cook. Kicks it to Smith. He does not take the three. Instead, goes inside and commits a turnover.
I like the idea of attacking the basket, though. More of that from them to possibly get some fouls and ones, get to the free throw line. I don't believe they've shot a lot of free throws today, the Rhythm.
Dory Harris in there with the defense. 5 points to Gryffindor. Sid, if you can tell me, the mascot for the Lipscomb University here in Nashville. One of my best friends was a volleyball coach for 23 years, so I know it. That's the only way I know it.
Lipscomb?
Yep. Turn there, come up a little bit short. More good defense from the Glow. Cannon with the rebound.
What is it? Okay, tell me.
It's a herd animal. That one knocked away. Rhythm, other direction. Cook at the controls. Scoops it away to Smith, who draws contact, and that will be a block. Looking at a possible three-point play. Lipscomb Bisons.
Slapped myself because I knew that.
Next time we'll let you phone a friend. Or poll the audience. That would have worked here in Nashville.
Yeah, it would have. Shucks.
Line change going on. Here comes that starting group. Mack, Sims, Barker all return along with Gardner and Bell.
Felt like they've been out for a while. I wasn't sure if they were coming back.
Yeah, they did not start the quarter, so they had not quite 3 minutes of rest.
Felt like longer. I guess I just missed them.
Mack right away with a rebound. That is her game. Barker, who is second in the league in minutes played per game in week 1, feeds it to Mack, who rattles that one in.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, Mack is bringing it on both ends of the floor now. Adding a little scoring to her defensive presence, already with 11 boards. Morrow, too strong. Mack, 12 boards.
You see how it's kind of just quick shots from them. We're not getting, a lot of screen and roll action, a lot of ball movement.
Odyssey Sims splits the defenders for the bucket. 92-67. They're headed towards that century mark. Short. And this is the group that if you added up their scoring last week, came up to 90 points a game. They're already exceeding that. Barker spins, finds Mack again, almost same spot. This one rims out.
Pretty good shot right here.
Well, you want to see some movement, perhaps, and some offense, but that's all one-on-one with Cook, who will eventually corral the rebound, shoot again. Long once more. Morrow grabs it, draws the contact, and a foul on Bell.
I think Zia had a good shot right there on the pull-up, but you also got Traylor right there wide open for the three. We got to get a little more kickouts out of this group.
Basketball is ongoing now, just starting our second week, but the excitement is building for the 2026 AUSL season. That starts on June 9th. Lots of time for you to plan. Get your season and group tickets for the Portland Cascade, Utah Talons, Oklahoma City Spark, Texas Bolts, Chicago Bandits, Carolina Blaze today by visiting AUSL.com. AUSL, this is legendary. Who are you going with?
I think I am... You tell me.
I'm going Talons. I'm thinking you go, you got to go Oklahoma City Spark. We're going to get you a Maya Brady jersey. That's what you need.
You know what? You might be right. Let me DM her and tell her. No, I got her number now. Let me text her and tell her.
You're all set.
Immediately after this.
You're in the group.
Yeah.
Before long, you're going to be a part owner in Vegas.
But I like, but I like the Talons name though.
Mack up high, gives it to Sims. Again to the left. And Morrow must have gotten all ball.
Yeah. I don't think Odyssey thought so, though.
Odyssey hard to the deck. Tell you what, she finished strong. Had a monster September. Her final game, 27.6 assists.
Yeah.
Came in a loss to the eventual champions, but...
Yeah, but a great individual performance, though.
Barker with a little slip move there from Mac. 3-point play opportunity. That's just good basketball.
Yeah, it is. Good screening roll action with Mac. She dove hard. Off the screen, she got out of there quickly, finished with contact.
That'll send Mac to finish off a 3-point play, and she does. Natasha Mack, MVP 1 honors at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Sims has 22, but
sure.
Mack has 7 and 12, 3 assists, 4 blocks.
You know.
I mean, okay. Any turnovers? No.
Once again, she's doing it all.
She's all positives. Steal there by Gardner, with Mack and Barker ahead. Into Mack once again. Has space. Faded away just a little bit, left it short. Mora. And a couple of defenders trailing, manages to put it in.
Here we go. It's a good attack by Anissa. She got it.
95-71.
I just would have liked to see them doing more of that all throughout the course of the game, you know? Sometimes it's tough, though. I don't know how it is in volleyball, but in basketball, you can feel that your team doesn't have it early, and you keep trying to like make something happen, and it's just not going, and then it's too little, too late. I don't know if in volleyball it's just that same kind of feeling, or if it's easier to rally.
I would think in basketball it's easier to force it because volleyball you have to get set in order to score necessarily, so that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Morrow season high 18. You said you wanted her to take it more. She might be in the mid-20s, had she?
Yeah.
Already trying to contribute on her side. You saw how close that score is there if you were following along with the quarter score. It's been a light scoring quarter thus far. I think Sims there now has the Glow on top, looking to sweep the entire game. And the game structure is such that there are points for each quarter and points for the overall, 180 for the overall, and 60 for each quarter.
Good attack right there by Deja.
Bell on Cook. Cook strips it once. Nearly had it the second time. Bell just kind of flung it up that time. Matt cleaned it up. They should go to the line again. This is the Natasha Mack fourth quarter show.
It is. She's doing it all. And I love that because she's mostly known as a defender and not really as much for her offensive game, but you know, she's shown what she can do. She's knocking down short jumpers. We saw her taking some threes in pregame in week 1. I've seen her doing it in individual workouts. I'm wondering if we're going to see one during the game, though. I don't think she's something.
Well, you don't need her to shoot it. You're on a team with a ton of scoring,
True.
right? At least today, since 1 of 2.
But up 24, you might just get one up for just cause.
Just for fun?
Just for funsies.
S&Gs?
Yeah.
Defensive intensity has not faded away for the Glow. They are bright as ever.
No.
They're looking for that 100-point mark. They're going to hit it. 97 with 4.5 remaining.
Oh, for sure. They might hit it next possession. Odyssey mentioned how she hadn't hit a 3 yet, so she's waiting for a 3 to finally fall. She took one in the first half and missed it, so we'll see if she gets him to 100 this next possession.
Had a couple of questions coming in about key players. Would it be Zaya Cook as she sinks that one? Cook now with 16. And the Glow, Natasha Mack. So both those players who are rising up on the draft board have certainly performed well for their sides. 17 now for Cook. The X factors I had were Kayla Traylor and Kirsten Bell. Well, Bell has been huge. 12 points, 3 for 6 from 3. Traylor a little less impact, but 9 points. And Odyssey Sims controls the action. Sims a much reduced role here in terms of time. You said she's trying to do that, and she scoops that one up and in.
Oh, she does the 2 though.
Sims, season high 25.
So that was Asia Taylor with 9. Kayana only had 5.
Oh, I was
which
looking
it
at
felt like
Taylor and Trailer. Thanks for cleaning that up.
But yeah, she wasn't able to quite get in a rhythm. I think Zaya has been, very ball dominant this game. And nice finish,
Yeah.
SA.
Barker and Sims with back-to-back finishes at the rim in traffic.
Rebecca Gardner mentioned picking up SA. She liked her game a lot. She liked her physicality, and liked that she could play multiple positions as well.
Odyssey pushing it. Already 101 points on the board. Make it 103. They will not stop.
No.
We got to get those quarter points. .420 team points available. It could be a complete sweep here for the Glow. And control of the leaderboard on night number 1. What is day number 1 for them? Bell blocks.
Pretty good one.
Here's a Taylor.
Good attack. Good attack. All right. Up 1 for the quarter. Now for Rhythm.
A closely contested fourth quarter continues. The Glow with the overall advantage. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Concrete. The kids have been enjoying the show. Hope you have been too. Kevin Barnett alongside Sid Colson, along with Anna Camden. Our early basketball game started at 10:30. So look at Odyssey Sims, played in every game every year and been nothing short of superlative today. 27 points, 7 for 8 from the free throw line included in that. 10 of 14 shooting.
Just been aggressive. She's been aggressive from the jump, and not just for herself, but getting other people involved.
Odyssey Sims in the Glow. Look at that, 8 assists. That's a season high for her. Of course, it's early days here, just in the 4th game day. But 103 points on the board for her side, and doing it all in just 25 minutes. The player who's averaging just shy of 40.
Yeah, but she wanted to play less, and she's on. I don't know if it's been less is more complete. I don't know if she's done less with more completely, but it's definitely still a really good stat line for the amount of minutes she's played.
Both teams playing hard as the quarter is in doubt. That one's scooped out, but this is where the Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball framework really shines. Normal game, 103-79 with 2:19 to go. Everybody's just kind of mailing it in, right? It's like the half the NBA right now trying to tank for the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Instead, you're competing for the quarter in those 60 points.
Yeah, you still have to. If they can still get 60 points, that's still, it's not what you came into the game expecting, but leaving here with something. Good shot.
First one's good. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball continues tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Gold Rush facing Eclipse. Check out where to watch on the website, auprobasketball.com. Texas head coach Vic Schaefer will join Cheryl at the half show. Texas and Vanderbilt facing off tomorrow. That's 4 versus 5. That's going to be an excellent basketball game. So much good basketball being played here in Nashville. And by Odyssey Sims, she might get to 30 here. Still 2 minutes to go.
I think we will see that if she's aware of what she has right now.
14 points in the paint this quarter for the Glow. There's some points in the paint for the Rhythm. Barker loses it out of bounds, but collects some 5s anyway.
Yeah, it just slipped out of her hands.
Gardner getting over the top.
Out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds, did Taylor. Right, she's been aggressive in the latter part of this game, number 32 in blue.
They just haven't been able to get any kind of cohesive play all game. So I'm sure they'll come back in game 2. Hopefully looking and feeling a little better.
Yeah, this is the start of the entire weekend. Rhythm and Glow. It's not Rhythm and Flow. It's that old TV show you may have heard of. It's not Hustle and Flow.
Hustle
That's a
and Flow.
2005 movie. Cannon finds that one, and then can't find Mack underneath. That's going to be rhythm ball.
Yeah, there have been glimpses of Rhythm playing really good defense. It just wasn't consistent.
Well, this started with a 34-22 first quarter, the highest output in a quarter for the season thus far, put up by the Glow. Then the highest half at 59. They're going to have the highest overall score as that one goes for Cook. They already have 105 to the Glow as we're under a minute to play. Sims and Traylor playing like it's the first minute.
Every time they've been opposite teams, I like the battle.
Sims right at her with the push contact and 2 shots. Stop fouling yourself, Odyssey. A little demonstration for the referees.
Yeah, to know what she's been going through.
Sims 7 for 8 from the line today. And that efficiency continues. So the Glow are looking at a win here. Just in this quarter, Sims in double figures with 10. Rebecca Gardner, first-time captain for her, alongside Anisha Curry. A good combination thus far. Anisha Curry's going to pick up her first victory as a coach.
Yeah.
She had the rhythm last week going 0-3. And Gardner playing hard to the end.
Becca's arguing it.
Going to work the referees all the way to the end. There's a look at Anisha Curry. Coaching on both the women's and the men's side. Working with the Trailblazers as recently as 2022. Led the U.S. Virgin Islands men's national team. First woman to lead a FIBA team.
All I heard was Virgin Islands and I need a vacation. So
yeah, you're on the way?
Yeah.
You gonna get a boat or a house?
You know what? A house. I don't want to get on the water.
No? Oh man, the boat's the way to go. And I'm not even a boat guy. Get a little motion sickness, but if you can handle that, it's fun. Barker nearly came out with it. Instead, it's Mack who picks it up. Gardner ahead. Back to Barker. She'll go for 3. Yes! Strong finish for the Glow.
Really strong.
110 points on the board. And they are not winning the quarter thus far. So they still got to play hard to pick up the quarter here. They're down 2.
Yeah. That's a smart foul, though. Try to give them another possession quickly instead of letting them run the timeout.
.420 total points available. The Glow, if they were to get even just 2 on the board here and tie, Glow would take it via the overall win.
But it's just a smart foul because if you let them bring it down, they might, they're going to try to run out clock and not give you much time for another possession. So fouling right there and hoping that they miss was a good.
So that's a funny thing here, right? You have the team that is up fouling the team that is down.
Still doing still using strategy, yeah.
That is opposite world.
I know. I need this one though. Good.
Got it.
Big free throw.
So it'll take 2 possessions here. Morrow now with 20 points, her first time in an Athletes Unlimited pro basketball uniform, putting up 20 on the board.
Yeah.
26-22, her side looking for those 60-team points. Second game coming tonight with our leader, number 1 on the leaderboard coming in, Caitlin Chen in the captain's chair, leading for the first time.
Caitlin Chen loves her some Nashville.
She's been fantastic. She's been really fun to watch.
Caitlin Chen, little hezzy off glass.
Okay. Caitlin Chen was so dynamic, so good with the ball, running her team, and it's no surprise. Not the behind the back.
Yep.
Splitting 2. I see you, Caitlin Chen.
Her energy, she's so joyful playing as well. She's smiling, she's having fun.
Caitlin Chen doing a nice job of just coming through, attacking the basket, and she doesn't even get touched for that layup.
That is so exciting for the young player.
She's just fun. I know I said it. You can hear me saying it in the commentary there, but she's very composed for a young player. She's getting everybody involved. She's making the right reads. She just says she's out there just having fun with it and feeling loose, and I like that for the young players here.
All right, that'll be 8 Eastern, Gold Rush and Eclipse. AUProBasketball.com to check out the schedule there. Tune in and watch Caitlin Chen along with her side. Here, Anissa Morrow in her first captainship has put up quite the night. Morrow with 20 and 16.
And it has felt like that.
Glow trying to win the quarter. Lexi Brown. They might run out of time here. They need to get up an early shot. That one's going to bounce out. And now it appears the Rhythm will win the quarter. The Glow will win the game. And this one's in the books.
Yeah, I think they're not going to be pleased with that performance. But I think we'll see a different Rhythm next game.
Sims finishes with 31 points, 9 of 10 from the free throw line, 11 of 15 from the field, 8 assists to go with it, and a steal. That is a 5 stat as well as win points performance.
Yeah, so she didn't get that triple-double that she was talking about, but she did more than enough to help them seal this victory. It's almost a 25-point win, so I think you're happy with that.
Here's Anna with Odyssey.
All right, team win. You guys came out with a statement win today. What allowed you guys to dominate so much?
I think we just been playing together. We moving the ball. Everybody has the free reign to just play their game, and I think that's the beauty of this team. Like Rebecca, shout out to our captain. She did a great job with putting this team together. Our first and second units are very strong. So when you have that and on top of energy, we can win any game we play.
And you personally filled up the stat sheet. 31 points, 8 assists. How are you able to be so effective all across the floor?
Shout out to my teammates. I mean, I got shooters. I'm surrounded by really great players that just know how to move without the ball. So anytime I penetrate, I was able to find cutters, three-point shooters. So, and we played in flow and transition. So that's what I like to do.
Odyssey, you've come so close every season. You're starting off strong this year. How much are you focused on the end goal?
At the end of the day, when you win the quarters and the game, then that's how you get up to the top of the leaderboard. So biggest thing is just winning the game. We got the W today, so I'm happy about it.
Thanks, Odyssey.
Talked a lot about how good team basketball wins, good individual basketball on top of good team basketball doubly wins. It'll put you up the leaderboard. 734 points total for Odyssey Sims. MVP points still to come.
Yeah.
She's looking at one of those honors, right?
Yeah, no, has to. I think she's going to be MVP #1. And I just love this kind of, I don't know if you've seen OKC, their team, how they huddle behind each other in their interviews. But this is the vibe, similar to Eclipse vibe last week.
They're a good team in a team game. 110-89, the victory for the Glow. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball continues tonight, 8 Eastern. Gold Rush, Eclipse. Go to AUProBasketball.com to check it out. For Sid and Anna, our entire crew, I'm Kevin. Thanks for watching.